All right, so here we're going to maximize p equals 2x1 plus 3x2, subject to negative 3x1 plus 4x2 less than or equal to 12, and x2 less than or equal to 2, and x1 and x2 are both greater than or equal to 0. So if we take this and go ahead and add the select variables and do our objective so it's set equal to 0, that's going to give us what? Well, that's going to give us a 3x minus 3x1 plus a 4x2 plus an s1 equals 12. And then we'll have an x2 plus an s2 equals 2. And then we'll have, it looks like a minus 2x1 minus 3x2 plus a p equals 0. And x1, x2, s1, s2 are all greater than or equal to 0. All right, so first things first, let's write our tableau. So we have S1, S2, P, then we have X1, X2, S1, S2, P, and we'll draw our nice straight lines. All right, so here we have a negative 3, we have a 4, we have a 1, a 0, and a 12. Here we have what? A 0, a 1, a 0, a 1, a 0, and a 2. And here we have a minus 2, a minus 3, a 0, a 1, and a 0. All right, so I've kind of written into my space here, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and find the largest negative. Well, that's going to be this one. Okay, so our quotient, we'll put out a little farther, is going to be what? Well, it's going to be 12. So this is going to be our entering row. And so it's going to be what? 12 divided by 4, where my writing utensil go here. There it is. 12 divided by 4, so that's going to be 3. And then this one's going to be 2 divided by 1, which is going to be 2. So it looks like this one's going to be the smallest. So that means here is going to be our pivot point. And so we're going to exit that row, enter that column. All right. So doing that, let's just kind of write what we have down here. So we're going to have S1. Oops, let's change colors though. So we're going to have S1, X2, and then a P. Then we'll have X1, X2, S1, S2, P, and that. So now what we have to do is figure out what we need to plug in over here. So let's change our colors again. Well, that's a 1 already. So now we just have to take a minus 4 row 2 plus row 1 is our new row 1. And here we have to take 3 row 2 plus row 3, and that's our new row 3. Easy enough. So 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 2. And now we take minus 4 times this plus that, so it's a minus 3. Minus 4 times that's 0. Minus 4 times that's 1. And that's minus 4. And that's a 0. And that's a minus 8, so that's going to be a 4. And 0, that's going to be a minus 2. And that's going to be a 0. And 3 is 0. That's going to be a 3. And that's going to be 1. And that's going to be a 6. Okay. All right, so next thing, find our smallest. Well, that's the small, oops, let's get out of that. That one is our smallest. And so now let's do our quotient. All right, we can't divide by a negative and we can't divide by 0. We don't have those capabilities. Remember, we can't have a negative in it and we can't have a 0. And so neither one of those is there. And so here we say stop, no optimal solution. And so that's one of the nice ones that when you get that one, you're just done and you don't have to worry about anything else. All right. All right. So let's stop there and we'll come back with another one.